So you know how it's the big talk right now on how the bees are dying. Can you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so we know that the bees are dying, and they're dying mainly because of the EMF, right? So we get that. So just so you know, I met a person in Collingwood, all right? And I met him through somebody else, a gentleman by the name of Bob Connolly. He actually did the last 10 years, and he created a movie called Tesla. That will be playing in the theaters that allow it. But he goes around, and he went around the world, and he looked at all the different things that are free energy and energy medicine devices that heal things. So anyways, he tells me, he goes, guess what, Daryl? I know a group of guys in Collingwood, and they've actually done the studies, and what they did is they created this. This is called a pure wave magnet, okay? Now they've taken, these are very special types of magnets, and what they did is they placed the magnets in here, creating what is called the flower of life. Do everybody know that? Fibonacci flower of life? Well, it's the shape of it. I want you to put this in front of it. I'm going to show here people online first. Now, I'm going to show you the energy that's coming off of this, okay? The energy that comes off of this is not the shape the way the magnets are. With these magnets together, this is the shape. Take a look, everyone. So look at this. And you can see it's just a magnet. Now watch this. Here's the shape that's coming off of this magnet. Look at this. Look at that. Take a look at this. You can hand it around and you can do it yourself. Okay? Take a look at this. Now watch. Take a look. Now, you ready for this? They have been giving these magnets free to beekeepers throughout Ontario. For the last 2 years. What?
We need one. We're beekeepers.
Settle down. Okay. Okay, well, good. Then you will get one. So here's the deal. They put these in the beehives of beekeepers that actually have 5G towers right on their property. So the bees are dying. They're sick. They've been doing it for 2 years. Guess what they've had to do for 2 years? The bees have never been any healthier than they've ever in the history of bees. Even with the 5G towers. And guess what? They didn't just keep the colony at that size. Every season, they have to divide and create another beehive because it is double the capacity of bees now. Do you understand? Oh, it's the end of the world as we know it. No, it isn't. And then if you take this and put it under your pillow, it's seen to help tinnitus. Putting it on here for pain. Also, guess what? You can put your food on it and you let your food sit there for 10 minutes and it neutralizes all contamination in 90% of all contamination in 10 minutes. Yeah, and they have the studies. It's on my website. I have it. It's called 4RBs. It's on my website. And the other thing is here. What they do is they take 360 of these and they spin these, okay, so fast, revolution-wise, and the energy is actually in the honey. This honey has the highest vibrational healing energy of any honey, I think, on the planet. Way beyond anything we've ever seen, okay? So, just when all hope is lost, okay, do you understand? I'm telling you that they have to divide, okay, every beehive because there's twice as many bees that there was in the start of the season. They have not lost one bee, not one bee in 2 years by doing this, okay? So understand, we're going to bring it to the world because the people that actually invent things usually are really not great marketers, right? Because they're invested into certain things. So understand, if you want, we have these here tonight. If you want, you can talk to them about it. And we use this to put our food on. We use this to put it underneath our pillow. Eh, Lori? Okay, all right. You can use this if you're feeling pain, and there is no side that you use because it's a different type of magnetism. Okay, and then the honey, we don't have an open jar, but do we have a spoon? Can we get a spoon so people can have a little taste? And just know that we have the honey here for sale tonight, okay? And understand, the profits that they get from this goes to actually making these for beekeepers, okay? All right? And the profits they make off the honey go to make these for the beekeepers, right? And then this same group, 4R Bees, goes around and plant wild flowers around the beehives for free to help the bees, because we need the bees, and everybody loves the bees, right? There's a good reason for it. How many people know that a bee has to go to 3,000 flowers to actually give you 1 teaspoon of honey? Oh my God. Yeah, okay, all right. I'm tired thinking about it, okay? All right? So I just wanted to mention that and let everybody know, all right? Okay? So they're here if you want to check it out. And here, you can pass this around and take a look at the energy field that comes off of that. All right, so now, just know this, everyone. There is no body work like ours. If there was, I would say it. And I would probably go get it. But there is no body work like this. So you can tell me that your doctor said you need an operation. I'm going to tell you that if it's not a life-threatening situation, why are you going under the knife? Why are you going to take those antibiotics? Why are you taking those painkillers? Why are you doing that? Okay, all I want you to do is just give me an hour. 1 hour to prove that it's not true. Okay, and then I'm going to tell you, well, you've been here, I've been there, I give up. Well, don't give up. It's a scar tissue issue. All we got to do is pull that apart. Now, if I could, I'm going to have you lay on your tummy like this, okay? All right? And you're going to go like this, and just go like that for me, okay? All right? Now, she said that she has pain in front here, okay, right?
Well,
and low back pain?
the quads, the hips, the...
Okay, but it's everything. The quads, the hips, the everything. Just know this, everyone. When you go to a chiropractor, what's their favorite move? It's to twist and to try to put your SI joint back in place. Yeah. How many people know that you can go twice a week, okay, for the rest of your life? That's why a lot of chiropractors will say, well, if you buy 2 years, you'll be cheaper, right? No, but it's true. Yeah. Okay, so you want to spread your legs just a little bit so you don't fall off? There you go. Okay, all right. Okay, now, when I feel in here, she's completely frozen. Here's her SI joint right here. It's calcified. Yeah. It's totally calcified. Now understand, your SI joints, they're supposed to move like this when you walk. That's where the little wiggle comes. Guess what? Hers are calcified, so guess what she does? She waddles and shuffles like a duck. And that's what everybody does in this room almost. Almost all of you do. I'm going to tell you something right now. You can tell me that you've got terrible sciatic pain, low back pain, and all I have to do is work on these SI joints and decalcify and get rid of the scar tissue here. And if I do that, okay, we should have had her go and touch and try to go like this and try to touch. She wouldn't have been able to. When I get done, if I were to do both of them, which I don't want to do both tonight because it'll take me an hour, but I can go in here, and if she can breathe, she's going to moan and groan a little. I'm going to prove to you that, guess what? Try to look at this, okay? This is the area, okay? The sciatic nerve comes out here. You get all this calcium and scar tissue built up here. So what that does is it pinches it, right? Okay, she also will have, she'll have calcium and scar tissue built on top of her hip. Does anybody know why? Because her transverse colon, if I were to go directly through right here, L3 and L4, we'll find her transverse colon sitting right in front of the spine, leaking waste. That's why L3, L4, and L5 are the main surgery that's done on people. Are you getting this? Remember, I'm giving you a money-back guarantee. You're not going to surgery. Whether it's your hip, your knee, your ankle, your shoulder, your wrist, I don't care where it is. And I'm going to prove that in one treatment. If I can get you to buy into that in one treatment, we can get you on the perfect day diet, okay? And we can get you drinking structured water, get you cleansing your bowel and your liver, we win. And if I can go in and decalcify and, okay, I don't know if we're going to be able, no, she's got way too much clothes on. So if I could have pulled up her blouse and pulled this down a little bit, I could have used the Cellsonic here, okay? So the Cellsonic, it gives 25,000 volts in a field. And if I were to go on here and do 100 pulses here, this would be like rock. Guess what? I can go in there and it'll melt under my elbow. It'll fall apart under my elbow. I'm telling you, you've never seen anything like that. See, what this device, what they first had it for, was guess what it did? It would break up kidney stones, okay, without damaging the kidneys. And understand something. So this will go in and fracture displaced calcium. It'll go in and put in vibration back in, because it's all, look at, does everybody understand that if blood and lymph and the spirit energy can get into the fiber, that it creates, it makes it young and vital and healthy? You get that? So if I use this, because everything is about electricity, isn't it? How much energy does a person have when they have passed on? How much energy does the body have? Zero. So, well, the spirit has left. It's the spirit energy, my friend, which is coming into you 24/7. It's not like it comes down, it's there. That we block it. Once we start getting physical calcium and scar tissue blocks throughout the body, do you think you even think your spirit energy moves? It doesn't. It gets blocked. You can be outside, and if that was a cement wall, I wouldn't be able to get reception, would I? That's an electrical pulse. What do you think your spirit is? It's an electrical pulse. And if you have calcification, scar tissue formation, you're not going to have high vibration. Am I a high vibrational being? I don't have any physical blocks. I use the Cellsonic, I do non-surgical, I do the exercise, I do the perfect day. I do everything that I tell you that I would like you to do. So if I don't have any blocks, how's my flow? So get it. So you need to get it. And for most people, your abdomen is like this big block. Okay? Whether it's your shoulder, whether it's your ankle, whether it's your elbow, whether it's your knee, it doesn't really matter. It's calcium and scar tissue. So I can't do it on you because this is a full dress, right? We'd have to pull your dress up. Well, I know, but what's underneath her coat? But then she'd have to take her dress off. That's what I just said. So what I will do is I'll do a little bit of non-surgical, but does anybody else have a low back problem?
Yeah.
Because I'm only going to show one person. That's it. I'll do you a little bit, then I'll do you. But it doesn't matter if it's his low back, his ankle, his shoulder. You've got to understand that. I can, okay, and then you have the heart problem, right? So I will do this. I will do a low back with using the Cellsonic and show you the difference. And then I will do Cellsonic over his heart. And then I will show you, we will lay him down and you will see that on this gentleman, he's right-handed, but guess what? It's about 3/4 of an inch higher around his heart. And you've had heart problems, right? He also has problems sharing his emotions. He also has problems loving you like you would like to be loved, correct? He also keeps his mouth shut and he won't talk about love. He won't talk about his emotions. And that's why he had a heart attack. Do you understand? So you might want to open up to her and understand that she's stuck with you and she's not going to leave you, or think that you're a baby if you open up your mouth and tell her how you feel like you have a broken little boy inside of you and you're supposed to shut up and put up. Would you like him to open up to you? Would you like him to get and find a little bit of his feminine side and tell you about how he really feels about himself and you and the world? And he won't do it, will he? You just keep on being a man and you just go have a heart attack and die. Okay? Because if that's what you really want, okay? I am really tired with the men. Okay? Men think that their job is over when they get home, when that's when it starts. Men do not protect the house anymore. They don't even protect the family anymore. They're too busy with their sports or they're out in their garage. And don't tell me I'm wrong because I'm right. I don't even know what the hell a man is today. Seriously. I don't see men roaring. You know, they don't get involved. It's all about the women. I mean, it's pretty bad in our courses, you know, that 80% to 90%, it's all women. And it's not because we are the best school around, higher learning and our body work and everything we do. But the reality is guess what? Men are so closed off. So closed off. It is so bad. And I'll tell you, it will be the ruin. And we are going to, whether you like it or not, this will be the 6th extinction of this planet. We've went extinct 5 times before, guys. We've went extinct 5 times before. This will be the 6th time, and this time it's on the heads of every man that didn't realize his job began when he got home, not when he got home. All right? And it wasn't called turn the boob tube on. It wasn't sports. It wasn't go out to the garage. Okay? You know what men most feel like? I paid the mortgage, my job is over. Tell me I'm wrong. Okay. Now, if you could hear this, you can come closer if you want. You'll hear crunching and cracking. She's totally calcified. She does not eat right at all. She says she eats organic. I'm telling you, she doesn't eat right. Listen. You can hear the crunching? Yeah, see the snapping? This is her. This is all beef jerky scar tissue. You know what? Something I'm going to show you something. I'm going to work on this for no more than 3 to 4 minutes. This 3 to 4 minutes. She's going to get up and she's going to be able to bend over and she's going to, oh my God, I feel so much better. If I were to work on this for a half an hour and this for a half an hour, and I went in, you would see that none of that, right now, look at how big it is. Look at this. That's how big it is. When I get done, it'll only be a little bone called the SI joint. That's it. But this is all like scar tissue and calcified. Okay? And this is everybody here. I could work on every one of you. Doesn't matter what your age is. And you're going to see the difference. She needs to do pelvic squats. She doesn't do them. If she got on and did my pelvic squats in the morning and at night, and it doesn't matter how much she does them, it's making the attempt to do them. Do you understand? So what I'm doing right now is I'm pulling apart the scar tissue and I'm loosening up the calcium, okay? And where does it go? Well, it gets taken back up into the body. It does. Oh, listen, I'll tell you what's painful, being you. That is what's painful. So I stopped right now, and do you feel any pain at all? No, that's right. So I've worked on her for maybe a minute and a half. So if I work on her for a half an hour, I'm going to give her back her low back. She'll have no more pain in her hips, no more pain down her legs. And guess what? This woman runs away from pain, and she's in it all day long. So then I come in here and create pain to open up the circulation, and guess what? Oh, that's painful. No, your life is painful. Because your life is painful or you wouldn't be in this mess. And understand that. I'm not trying to pick on her. I'm trying to tell you, you're all programmed. You're all programmed. See how big this is? This side is worse, okay? Her right side is this big. Look at it. That's supposed to only be this big, the SI joint part, right there. And it's, look at this. Look. That's how much scar tissue's in here. And displaced calcium. So we know that L3, L4, and L5 are totally fused together. They're not fused by calcium. They're fused because of beef jerky dehydration. Do you understand? If I had a mic here, you would hear the crunching.
So we can pretty well
Yeah.
see it now.
Yeah. So I need you to get this. It doesn't matter what condition you're in, what they tell you. Oh yeah, no, we can't turn this around. You need to get surgery. Oh, okay, we need to put in a new hip. We need to put in a new knee. We haven't had one person go to knee surgery in the last 8 years. Are you getting that? Oh, I'm bone on bone. If I have to hear that one more time, that's their go-to. Anybody that you go and they say, I need to have surgery, they're going to go, why? Because of bone on bone. And they're not. The calcium and the crystallization has actually gotten into the tissues, so on the x-ray, it looks like it's bone on bone.
I listened to growing pains for so many years. I told my doctor, well, I should be growing up by now.
Okay. I'll just do this one and then we'll do Cellsonic on you, and then you'll see the difference. When we use Cellsonic, okay, it's not about making our job easier. We can go in and do 3 to 4 treatments in one treatment. And just know this, without even using the Cellsonic, there's nobody that comes close to us. Shiatsu massage, you name it, physio, osteopathic. Unless you're taking this stuff apart, and I'm not downing them. I'm trying to tell you, it's just the way it is. Okay? Okay, I'm not going to do a lot more, because the other thing is you want to work skin on skin. If I keep working on there, I'll take the skin off my elbow. Okay. That's enough to prove my point. Now I want you to, somebody want to come here? Somebody want to come over here? I want to show you something. So this side, look at this, guys. You see what looks higher? This, look at the difference between my hands. I'm a half inch lower now. Yeah. This was higher than this one. This is their worst. Look at the difference. Right now feel in here. Feel in here. Now feel over here. What's the difference? See? Wow. See the difference? Holy. Yeah. So guess what? Go get your chiropractic. Go get your massage. Go get your acupuncture. Or you can get non-surgical. Get some Cellsonic. And I'm telling you something. We'll turn it around in a treatment.
Wow. We just need to know where to do it here.
What do you mean?
Can we get your phone?
Can you do it? Well, yeah. We're opening up a clinic. It won't be opened up until the 1st of October. But my daughter does it and Sandra does it. So you can... Well, I'll give you my phone number at the end, and if you want to call me, I'll get you somebody, okay? But, okay, all right, if you want to get up, love, go slowly. Understand something, how old are you?
76.
Okay, understand something, she's 76, and if she wants to feel 56, she can do it. Mm-hmm. She just needs to take massive personal action. But remember something, how much do you feel guilty about things in your life? Because the more that you feel guilty about things, the less that you're going to be able to actually help yourself. Okay? Tell me the difference. How's it feel?
Well, it feels lighter for sure.
It feels lighter. Now, if I did the Cellsonic and did a whole treatment, we could have had, she wouldn't be waddling. She waddles because she's frozen. She's scar tissue and calcium. And you better get it. Because if you don't get that, you're never getting your life back. You'll get temporary relief by doing other things, but you won't have the permanent relief that you could have. Because once you take the scar tissue apart, once you move the calcium out, if you actually ate a whole plant-based diet and you did the pelvic squats, a crab stretch, you did an ultimate coffee enema, purging your liver and getting your bowels to move properly, you can have your life back. You know, everybody complains, but how many people take the action? Please fix me. Everybody's waiting for the Savior. Want to come?
Sure.
Okay. You want to take off your pants and underwear?
It wouldn't be very pretty.
All right. You want to do the same? You want to do your belt?
I can do my belt, or I can.
And then we're going to move.
Pretty loose, so as far down as you want.
As far down as I want. Wow. This is my kind of guy. Okay, what's the scar from?
I had back surgery in 2008.
Okay, look at this. And see this, guys? Look at this. Look at this. So he's got low back problems, but you see this here? This is where they did the surgery and they went in. See these holes? Okay, and then you see the scar? Well, guess what? He's all matted up here. I want you to feel it. Okay, who wants to feel it? Because I'm going to tell you, this is how big the SI joint is now. Feel that. What a mess. What a mess. Now, do you really feel it? Because this is, take a look at that, how big it is. I'm going to do one. And I'm going to do the worst one. You see where all the holes are? Remember, surgery causes more scar tissue than anything else. Now, we already knew that he didn't need the surgery if he would have had non-surgical and Cellsonic. So now he had the surgery and his back is even worse than it was before. But now, at least he doesn't feel the pain because he has so much scar tissue and displaced calcium, he's numbed out. How am I doing?
Well,
He has a lot of pain.
That's it.
What?
I'm certainly not numbed out, that's for sure.
Well, no, because it's good. You're going to have pain other places. You can't have a physical block this big and not tear out other places. Do you get that? Okay. All right. So let's do the Cellsonic first. So we will have a Cellsonic at our new clinic that'll be opening up. It'll be, latest would be October the 1st, okay?
Will you be doing any BC certifications?
BC, what does that mean?
Well, like in BC?
No, Calgary. We'll go to Calgary and do them. You know, we can't go everywhere, right? So we have like a couple places we go to. Oh, here, this one was never open. We go to Texas, we do Florida, we are going to be doing California, and then we do Barrie, Ontario, and then we do Calgary, right? We do Australia, right? We will be doing England, yeah.
What do you mean you're doing Calgary?
What do you mean? I'm teaching a course. I'm there in, the course starts in 12 days, on the 12th. It starts on the 12th in Calgary. Yeah, and I do 9 days of the whole life coach. That's all about nutrition, emotional. We certify you for being a whole life coach. 40% of the people that come don't want to be a coach. They come because they want their life back. And then I do that for 9 days, and then a 1 day off, and then we teach the non-surgical. That's a 12-day course. Then we take 1 day off, and then we do the pelvic course, which is only for women. It's 3 days, where you learn about the vaginal canal and how to totally renew it. I don't care how dry it is, how smelly it is, how much pain you have, whether you had a hysterectomy or not, whether or not you have bladder infections all the time. We're going to teach you how to never have any of this and turn it around and make that pelvis the holy grail again, okay? Yeah, and you can, if you want, go to braveheartnation.com or bhnuniversity.com, and you can see all the courses that we teach. Okay. Okay. All right, so did everybody feel how big that was and how hard that was? So first I'm going to do the Cellsonic, and I'll let you feel it again, those people who felt it. It's huge, right? Isn't it huge and hard? Like a rock. I'm going to do the Cellsonic, let you feel it, then I'll do the non-surgical, and guess what? It's not going to be there. And understand where to go. Well, understand something. It was the absence of light. It was the absence of frequency. You brought the frequency up. You brought the energy up. It's not like we're getting rid of the scar tissue and it's floating in his body. Scar tissue is just beautiful connective tissue, which could be tendon, ligament, muscle, organ, without the light, without the frequency, without the circulation. You bring that stuff back instantaneously, as fast as the speed of light, it comes back to normal. How's that? So now if you could get yourself where you don't have inflammatory thoughts or an inflammatory diet, you're on a roll. Okay?
Work on all of that.
What?
I'm gonna work on all of that.
Are you really?
I am.
Yeah. Is your partner into it?
Very much so.
Yeah, because if your
My
partner's
friend.
not into it, get rid of them. Or just know that you're never going to keep it up and keep it there. You're not. You know how many women I know that they are working their butts off to try to become enlightened, to become healthy. And then the husband goes, oh, whatever you want, but don't bother me with it, honey. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Because remember something, you all know it. The guy you married is not the guy you want, usually, after a few years. Because you change and you see where it's going. And that's the truth. Like it or lump it.
So what are you doing now?
I'm shaking it, baby.
Well, I don't know.
I have to
Why are you shaking?
because we have water in here, okay, structured water, okay, and 25,000 volts are going to come into this water. So I want to shake it so to make sure that this water is really energetic. Okay? All right? Okay. Big question. There, hear that clicking? That's calcium. You see how it changed? Scar tissue. See the difference? Hear that? Calcium deposit. Now we're going to find a ton in here. You can't do back surgery unless you're going to have tons of calcium. The more inflamed you are, the more calcium you're going to pull from your vertebrae, from your ribs, from your hips, and everywhere else. Because if you don't buffer down with the calcium, then the cells mutate, and we call that stage 4 inflammation, or otherwise cancer. Are you with me? So the only reason why you have osteoporosis is you are saving yourself from cancer because you have an inflamed mind, an inflamed diet, because you don't know how to calm yourself down or make healthy choices. Okay? All right. So we have what's called the Power Pack. And we sell the Cardio Med Bed and the Cellsonic, and when people buy these, we give them free training, full free training on to be a New World practitioner. We are going to create New World practitioners in satellite clinics all over the world. I will prove my point before I leave this planet.
Thank you.
You can count on that, okay? Now I want you to feel here and tell me, look and feel the difference. Who felt it before? Feel the holes and feel how it's gone? Isn't that something?
Nice.
Yeah, see how it's, okay, now I'm gonna go in. So all we're doing is just allowing the light back in, guys. You never hear it go to the light? Well, how about bringing the light back in? How about bringing the frequency? See, here's where he's frozen. So I could do it without the Cellsonic. I just have to work harder and longer. Okay? But with the Cellsonic, I'm going to get a lot more done. Now, in a minute, okay, so time me. I'll work on him for no more than 4 or 5 minutes, that's it. And I will have fixed this part of his back.
Great.
Is that good enough for you?
Perfect deal.
Yeah, here we go. And guess what I'm on right now? I'm on the sciatic nerve. It's coming out right here. And he feels it. It's burning. Okay, right in here, it's all scar tissue. Look at, watch this. Want to see a bump? See this? That's not supposed to be there. So I'm going to take it down. So you can have a few minutes where I go deep and I loosen up the calcification, crystallization, and open up the scar tissue, or you can just suffer and keep suffering.
No, thank you.
This is calcified. Want to see it? Watch. Look at this. Yeah? Okay. So I'm gonna lean over. I wanna put my weight over, and I'm using the tip, and I'm not going that deep. I'm just going really easy, and guess what? It's breaking up right now. I'm gonna have you come on here, and you're gonna see that I will have 80 to 90% of his low back problem on this side of his body gone. How's that? Is that quick enough for you? So it's one thing to say something, it's another thing to do it. Okay, who felt it before? Did you feel it? You want to feel it? I'm not done yet, but come here and feel it. Tell me, where is it? Where's all the calcification?
Much better, that's for sure.
Yeah, probably 60%?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't do this side. No, and this is the bad side. And now do you see the indent? There's no indent over here, right? You're supposed to have little dimple indents. That's what you're supposed to have. You'll see little dimple indents, and you don't have to be fat to have them. Now we've got it. We didn't have them because he was so calcified with scar tissue. Here it is right here. Look at this. Feel that? He feels it.
Sure, a lot less so.
Oh, yeah, a lot less. Okay, I'll come to the other side now. And I'll take 1.5 more minutes, and then we're going to get up, and then he's going to tell you what he feels. So we could actually do like the chiropractor does and go and get it back into place. And guess what? It's going to come out at the first red light. Well, this will last forever. Is he going to listen to me? Is he going to go home and eat a whole plant-based diet? Is he going to go home and do that? Is he going to go home and eat a whole plant-based diet? Is he going to go on the daily cleansing tea, the black gold? Is he going to go home and do pelvic squats tomorrow morning? If you go to my DIY guide, there's 3 pelvic squats. Is he going to go home and do those? Is he going to go home and do those? Is he going to go home and do the crab stretch, the 3 pelvic squats in the morning and at night? Is he going to drink structured water and do 1 gallon a day, 2 quarts before noon, and then 2 quarts again before 5 o'clock? Is he going to then add black diamond to it? Because black diamond, we have the only humic fulvic in the world that we don't use chemicals. And it sucks up 300 to 600% of its weight in heavy metals, parasites, and chemicals. Is he going to do that for me? Is he going to go home and have 2 blender drinks made out of berries, okay? And put a scoop of black gold in, more humic fulvic, okay? And oat, and then some really good oat milk, one that only has natural ingredients, and maybe a raw banana and a whole bunch of organic berries. And he's going to do a blender drink twice a day, 2 large salads a day, maybe half an avocado. And he's going to do that for the next, let's say he does that for the next 40 days. And then let's say that he's feeling so good, he decides to do a 6-day advanced water fast where he's using 6 different nutraceuticals that will bypass the Krebs cycle, not turn on the digestion, and actually give him energy to actually turn on autophagy, to go in and eat up everything bad in his body, because that's what your body can do, and go in and create more stem cells than $100,000 in stem cell therapy in 6 days. That's what I can do if he followed it. Will he follow that? Or is he going to go home and eat chips, eat ice cream, eat dead animals, okay, and then try to squeeze out a nugget out of his butt every morning because he doesn't drink enough water? I don't know. Chances are he's not going to look after himself unless she's nagging him, because that's what men do. There. How's that? Was that a good enough answer?
That is.
Well, we're doing the structured water.
Yeah? Good. Here we go. Here we go. This is,
Black
okay.
gold, yeah.
1 second, everybody quiet. And you just breathe. I'm going to go in and take this apart in 1.5 minutes. So, he feels it, but guess what he said? He said, I've had enough. This guy's going to go in, and you watch. When I get done here, he's going to tell you his back hasn't felt like this for years. Years. And this will last. Especially with his terrorist wife. who loves him. Come feel it now. Try to find it. Go ahead. Where is it? Where is it?
Wow.
Where is it?
It's gone.
It's gone. All right? And I'll tell you, we do what's called a heart release. And you should see what happens when we do a heart release. That's why everybody has heart disease, you know. Because all of their love is recorded in their heart, every heartbreak. A little bit more and we're done. And then he's going to tell you the difference. He's going to get up, he's going to stand up, and he's going to take his knee and he's going to bring it right up to his chest. When's the last time he did that? Yeah, are we done yet? Done. That's it. So, all in all, I probably worked on him for what, 6-7 minutes in total. That's how long my elbow was there. You want to come up and then come right here? Don't be sorry. It's all right. You're doing a great job. Okay, now, take the side I didn't work on and see if you lift your leg up. Take the other side I worked on. Lift your leg up. What does it feel like?
It feels good.
Feel, huh?
Yeah, that's great.
No pain in there anymore either.
You're right.
Bend over and see the difference.
You
You
mean
like touch your toes.
Oh, I see.
How does that feel?
Feels good.
Doesn't it? If I did both, he would be able to have his knees straight and have his hands on the ground. That's how fast this is. Remember something, everybody. It's called issues in the tissues and junk in the joints. That's it. That's it. That's all it is. Okay? All right?
Thank you, Dr.
You're welcome. I'll do your heart release next time I come back. It's late. I want to thank everybody for coming. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thanks for joining us, everyone.